Okay, this is my first video. Welcome. This is going to be covering my 2020 notebook setup where I'll be starting the year. I'm using a Planner Society kit, and if you have been listening to my podcast, Planner Girl Chatter, that I co-host, you'll know how obsessed I am with these things. So I'm going to walk you through a few of the goodies and share with you how I set these up. Here is this month's kit. The first thing that I grabbed out of the kit were some of these charms. They're absolutely gorgeous. The bow, the dangly charm, and this cute paper clip that comes along with the kit. I'll be showing you how I use all of these items in this setup video. I was blown away not only by the baubles, but by this gorgeous pen. It writes really, really smoothly. I also got a great bag that I'm going to be setting up, this little pen pouch here. I cram it too full. You'll see it as we go along here. The last thing that I really, really liked in this kit was this pen sleeve. These have been amazing for protecting my pretty pens from getting damaged as they are thrown in my purse, and I've been using them a lot lately. These cute notepads that I used to get at Target that were available all the time, I can never find anymore. And so they come inside of this kit. And even though it's super extra with all the holograph, the foiling, I use these mostly as scrap paper. One of them is a sticky note and the other one is just a pad of paper. These are the papers that they're scrapbook papers, 8.5 by 11, that I'm going to be using to set up my notebooks. They're two-sided, so they're floral on one side and kind of the celestial zodiac theme on the other. This piece of lace I don't find any use for, but I'm going to hoard it. I do use up all of the holographic acetate that comes in this kit. There's 2 pieces that come along with it, and you bet your bottom line, I used it all. These vellum pieces are super cute, but I didn't use this floral piece, even though I thought that I might in the beginning, but I did use this for some bookmarks at the end, so you'll see that as I go along here. This is the flip side of another paper that came in the kit. I use the white side, even though the purple side is pretty. I just really loved this celestial idea and this theme, so that's mostly what this ends up being, is just using the pieces along with that. This is an add-on to the kit. These stickers are regular staples that I use. They have the days of the week listed, they have tasks listed, and some of the holo on them is absolutely beautiful this month. And this is the Box Sticker Society kit. This is another add-on that you can have with the Planner Society kit. It has full boxes, some half boxes, to-do lists, checklists, and some strips of washi on it. I haven't been using this as much anymore, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going on it. So as you can see, I opened up my pen case, pulled out a Jelly Roll white pen, a mild liner. I pulled out an adhesive, my ruler, and my planner tweezers because I use those pretty regularly and I need them in my planner case. I also stuffed this thing too full with an extra adhesive and a whiteout stick, and I couldn't close it, so I ended up having to take it out just if you want to get an idea of what fits in this. But I needed my scissors, my adhesive, and my ruler, so those were all able to fit, and of course, cute star charm on the end. Okay, first up in this setup video, planner charms. I like these things. A lot of people get concerned about using them because they're worried about them getting hung up on their purse or whatever. The planner on the left is a Foxy Fix leather planner, which I keep in a bag. And so since I put it in the bag, ta-da, then I don't get too worried about the baubles falling off because they just fall into the bag. For the little pocket notebook, it's a pretty big charm with a solid clasp on it. I don't get too worried about losing it. So I realized I had this cute pink bow that I could add on from an older Planner Society kit last winter. So I pulled it out so that both of my planners could have matching bows, because be extra when you can. Am I right? Okay, so here's how I do my extra wide notebooks. This is a May Designs notebook. Whenever I'm creating, I try to go through and just kind of match up papers and see what it is that may be cute together. This isn't an exact science, it has to be perfect. I also take out the little die cuts that come in the Planner Society kit and I lay them out. I try to see what's all there, see what I may or may not want to use, and just push everything around the page before I make any decisions to glue anything down. I've always treated my Planner Society paper like a notebook cover, so all I do is take them off and change them out. I never finish a notebook in the time period between when I get tired of a design, so treating these as covers means that I can just continue using the notebook but still have all of the outsides match, so when I pull it out of my purse at a planner meetup or with friends, it's super extra. Right now I'm just going through the papers, moving them around with the notebooks to see what I think may look like a cute order for everything to be in. And then I'm going to get started cutting all the papers down so that they'll fit. This is the Planner Society washi. You get the washi with the kits as well. For my pocket notebooks, you'll see that I add a strip of washi on the inside of the cover. I'm not very scientific when it comes to trimming things down. I usually just measure it up against the notebook and fold it over. So you can see the simple process there, folding over the corners, making sure everything is sized right, and then trimming it down, matching it up, putting it back on the notebook cover, and then putting it inside of the notebook. So I'm going to let this run for just a second while you see me set up the next few notebooks. I'll add, that's a piece of acetate there. That acetate was so cute. I thought I could use some journaling cards on top of it, but it really didn't need it. It was so pretty just on its own. It made sense to just put it in the case. These are those adhesive pockets that come in the kit as well. Those adhesive pockets are so cute. They're plastic. They stick right down to the paper. Again, I don't hoard a lot of stuff. I'm a big fan of using these beautiful things because I think that I deserve it. I added those in, and then in a little bit, I use that as sticker storage. So the die cuts inside of this kit are zodiac symbols, and while I was setting them up, I wanted to get them in order, so I pulled out my phone, checked to see when it was that they would put them in chronological order, and then I pulled out my Xyron to be able to run it through. If you're not familiar with the Xyron, that's a sticker maker, so you can take a piece of paper and put it through the Xyron and it turns it into a sticker, so it's a full-on adhesive. I really struggled to get these in the right order. It wasn't clear to me which ones were the right symbols, so this took me a lot longer than what it normally would. Once you run the die cuts through the Xyron, they come out on this strip. You take the plastic piece off of the top and they're a sticker. It's pretty easy. You can see that I ran out of one of my Xyrons and had the replacement. This is a tool that I use a lot, and so it's no surprise that I ran out of it. The struggle was real trying to get these in the right order. It took me way longer than anything else that I did this evening. But it's worth it because it looks cute in the end, right? Okay, so if you're wondering what's going on here is that I put one of them in the wrong order. And so the Xyron is not so sticky that you can't pull it up. Obviously, I haven't pushed these down really hard and I haven't walked away from it, but it was just that right amount of sticky where I was able to pull it up, move it around, and replace it in the right order that I wanted it to be in without running it through the Xyron sticker maker again. That last piece was one that went through the sticker maker but didn't have any adhesive on it because I ran out. I keep the design simple when it comes to these notebooks. I don't embellish them too much. This paper is so extra with it having the holographic foiling on everything. stuck a little strip of washi around the edge and put a die cut on the front of this one. Doing anything more with these papers, I feel like just takes away from the papers. And so I did my best to just keep it simple. Something that I'm a big fan of doing is just taking a journaling card and attaching it to the front without gluing it down and putting the paper clip on the front with it. That way I can keep the place that I am, the journaling card stays attached, but I can use it again in the future. I like to add a little notepad to the front too, since I carry that around with me. This is a super extra peach palmetto paper clip. That's a tongue twister to say, but I was dying to get this kit so that I could actually use this thing because I've just had it sitting in a box. So I'm eager to get it out and use it. So I put the pocket notebooks through the exact same process that I did the larger May books, and that is I'm just treating the scrapbook paper like a cover. Now on these ones, I do put a strip of washi on the inside of the notebook. Because these are smaller notebooks, there's a little bit more of an overlap on them. So there's enough space for you to be able to put washi down. So I just put a small strip of washi inside of the notebook. I think it still looks cute. If you wanted to go back in and add more die cuts to the inside, you could. I typically don't. It's just quick enough to be able to hold the cover down and then not have the scrapbook paper slide off the front of the pocket notebook. Washi typically isn't very adhesive where it won't come off. I'm usually able to pull this off pretty easily, so I'm not intimidated by pulling it off. And even then, if I do decide to change it out to different scrapbook paper in the future, and I tear the notebook just a little bit, I'm usually covering it back up with washi anyway. So again, I try not to treat this stuff like it's precious things. I like to use it. We did get these holographic stickers. Some of them had quotes on it, and again, in the effort of making it simple, I added the holographic quotes to the bottom. I'll do a close-up in just a moment here for you to be able to see the notebook once it's all put together, but it's kind of fun just to play with these holographic stickers, put them down, and just enjoy myself. All of the notebooks are put together now, and I'm able to load them into the Websters Pages cover. And the last thing that I have to do is make bookmarks for these. Because I don't use paper clips on every single page, I take a piece of the vellum and I attach the tabs that come in the kit to the edge of the vellum. Then I stick it inside so I can not only keep my place, but I can also have a tab for what the notebook is for. These are newer tabs that she started doing. They're adhesive and they hang on really, really well, but I still need a bookmark, and I just don't want to add the extra pieces to the edge of the notebook because sometimes they come off with the scrapbook paper. And here's everything all set up. This is what I'll be carrying around with me. See how that pen sleeve does such a great job keeping the jewels and the pen protected? These are my essentials and goodies. And here's a flip through So these are the quotes that I added. You can see that paper is holographic and the stickers are holographic, so they do go together, even though it's a little bit glossy on them. I wish they were a little bit matte, but there's nothing that you can do about that. So as you can see, this is the flip through of that pocket notebook. It's very simple and very cute. I didn't go crazy with the embellishments. I just added those simple quotes. Again, I think that this paper is so fancy that you don't have to do a lot to it. And last up, here is how the extra wide May books turned out inside of a number 7 Foxy. I used the acetate as well as the pocket and kept it very, very simple. These papers are so beautiful, you don't have to do much with them. And then here's that last piece where I added the journaling card and the paper clip to it. So and this is the finished product. I hope I gave you some ideas to be able to use your Planner Society kit this month. I'll be carrying this for the next few months. I'm a big fan of enjoying the beautiful things that I purchase and not just hoarding them away so that they are not ever used and never see the light of day. And I encourage you to do the same. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll be back for more videos in the future. Bye!